Disney's dead. The House of Mouse has collapsed. It's burned to the ground, and you know something? It's their own damn fault. You see, when creativity's dried up, when the well has not even a dropling of moisture left, yet they continue to milk away at the franchises of yesteryear, yesterdecade, yestercentury, remaking The Little Mermaid, a D-tier Disney disaster to begin with, and this time it's in live action. You know, this is the reason why aliens won't talk to us, because they see these disgustingly greedy corporations foregoing any and all creativity in the name of the almighty dollar. This is trash, plain and simple. First off, the OG Little Mermaid, trash. Didn't have any catchy songs, didn't have any memorable characters, and the actual message in that movie was really fucked up if you think about it. You should abandon who you are to become someone else. What a terrible message to send to our youth. But you know what? Disney has decided not just to double down on that disgusting message, they've decided to shove it down your fucking throat, this time in the reel with the live action version. Anybody who lines up and pays for this trash in the theater or can't wait to stream it day one on Disney Plus, you are an absolute clown. You are the clown to Disney's House of Mouse. You may as well be in the animation juggling bowling pins and getting pie-faced, because you are a fucking joke. That's what you are, plain and simple. This movie could not be worse if they tried. And listen, I'm no fan of live-action remakes, but Disney, it's clear you've given up. This is atrocious. Have you seen Flounder CGI? That shit belongs in Terrifier 2. That's going to give me nightmares for eons to come. The main character, God bless her, the actress tries so hard, but she knows Ariel's a third-rate, no personality having joke. She can't make it work. The songs are so forgettable. They sound, I would rather listen to Nickelback and Creed. Honest to God, I'd rather listen to Nickelback and Creed than the soundtrack of The Little Mermaid. Now, you got to wind the clock back to understand why Disney is doing this. You have to understand the ship is sinking. Within the next year or two, Disney's going to be bankrupt. If you're a stockholder and you've invested in Disney, well, you might want to start selling. Believe me, the shareholders and the CEOs, they already know. They already know. That's why they're dumping stock left and right. The tank is empty. The well is dry and the stock's plummeting, okay? Like, this is so obviously a last attempt at lining a CEO's pocket before he respectfully resigns and they get some shill who got canceled 5 years ago on as CEO to try to right the sinking ship, only for it to go down in flames. It's an absolute disaster. Disney does not know good business, all right? Disney World, Disneyland, they're both going to go under, probably going to be bought by Nintendo and turned into the second and third Nintendo World Parks, or whatever the hell they're calling it these days. Disney's done, folks. I mean, this proves it. First off, I was out here telling you guys, you should have seen the blinking red warning signs and the blaring alarms the moment they started these live action remakes with Beauty and the Beast and the Jungle Book. But did you want to listen to me? Did you want to listen to Dead Metal? Did you want to listen to Common Sense? Or did you want to shove your fingers in your ears and scream nostalgia all the way to the movie theater because you wanted to relive your childhood? Well, this is where reliving your childhood gets you. Disgusting, unflattering remakes of movies that were not that great to begin with. Where do we go next? Where do we go next? Live action Toy Story? Like, come the fuck on. This was never a sensible business plan. It's never going to be a sensible business plan. And the people who are paying for these movies to relive their childhood, to bank on the nostalgia, they're almost 40. All right? They're almost 40 years old. You think they're going to continue doing that? No, they're not going to continue doing that. They've already had probably at this point close to $1,000 sucked out of their wallet from these live action remakes alone. You got to figure a family of 4 going to the theater. Dad's already downed half of his flask of whiskey because he knows he can't tolerate these Disney remakes sober. The kids are wondering what garbage they're watching. And mommy over here, mommy running on 2 hours of sleep, closet alcoholic, hates her life, hates her kids, hates her husband, been screwing around on him behind his back for the last 2 years, yet he's too stupid to know. She gets 2 hours of bliss. And you know what? She spent $120 so that her fat ass husband and her 2 deranged little kids can stuff themselves full of soda, candy, and popcorn while she can cry about the fact that Ariel's a better person than she'll ever be. Except it's not true. These characters Disney puts out as the protagonists, the princesses to look up to are fucking disgusting. They're terrible. Don't look up to these people. Look up to Dead Metal, because Dead Metal's out here preaching one message. And my message, unlike Disney, is consistent. My message, unlike Disney, is not founded on greed. My message, unlike Disney, then, now, forever, will remain a core pillar of truth, honesty, professional journalism, and exposing trash like this. The Little Mermaid sucks. And if you watch this movie, I don't care if you pirate it, it's not worth the hard drive space. Do not give them the fucking privilege of going to their boss saying, oh, you know, we have evidence that 1 million people pirated Little Mermaid, so clearly it's in demand. Don't do it. Because then we're just going to get more trash remakes down the fucking line. And I'd rather drive 9-inch nails into each one of my nuts than sit through a live-action Toy Story, a live-action Cars, a live-action Ratatouille.